Good morning, everyone. Before we start, just give me a quick confirmation in the chat. Am I audible? Perfect. Thank you. And thank you for joining on a Saturday morning. For those who don't know me, I'm Mohammed Aslam. I have been in SAP for around 20 years now as a consultant and as an architect. So the reason for this session is simple. I have been getting a lot of questions around what is SAP BTP. People keep asking about it, and most of them are confused, like what exactly is SAP BTP, whether it is another module of SAP or whether it's technical or not, who should actually learn it, and what is the career scope of learning SAP BTP. So instead of overcomplicating things, we thought we will do one clean session and clarify all your doubts. So here is how we will do this. First, we will understand what SAP BTP actually is in a very simple terms, and then we will talk about the career side of it, like where it's used, and what kind of opportunities are there. Also, we will also be touch on how you can learn it, especially for people from non-coding or functional backgrounds. And we'll also cover coding versus non-coding roles in BTP. And towards the end of the webinar, we will have a open Q&A session where you can clear all your doubts. So for that, I didn't want to just explain everything by myself. I wanted someone who is actually working in this space. So we have Arjun Raj with us today. He is a BTP consultant and also working as a project manager at Altivate. Arjun, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Usman, for the introduction.
Okay, Arjun, a lot of people here have heard the term SAP BTP, but don't really understand what it is. So let's start with what exactly BTP is and where it fits in. Who can learn it, kind of things. Over to you, Arjun.
Okay, thank you, Usman. Good morning, everyone. Can you please confirm if you can hear me and see me? Okay. Yeah, so good morning again. Welcome to all of you to today's session on BTP, Business Technology Platform. So before we dive in, let me introduce myself. My name is Arjun Raj. I'm an SAP BTP consultant and project manager, currently working in Altivate, which is a KSA-based consulting company. So I've been in SAP BTP for almost 4 to 5 years now. I started as a basis consultant, then I moved into SAP BTP and cloud technologies. And I've worked in various verticals of this domain now, starting from technical consulting, solution advisory, pre-sales, project management, program management, partner and alliance management, especially across the Middle East region and United States, after South Africa and the UK partners as well. So before we start, can you just ping in the chat how many of you have SAP experience and how many of you are freshers? Just type yes if you have SAP experience. Type yes in the chat. Otherwise, type no. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can see you're from different backgrounds. Some of you are already having SAP experience. Some of you are freshers stepping into SAP people for the first time. So the experienced professionals here, they might be web developers, might be basis consultants, functional guys, or you might be someone working in non-basis here. Okay. Yeah. Someone in non-tech also wanted to switch lanes, right? So whichever bucket you're in, I promise you'll walk away today with some clarity on what BTP is and why the world is talking about it. Okay. So let me just share my screen so that we can, and also please acknowledge when you see my screen. Okay. Okay, are you able to see my screen, guys? Okay. Let me switch to a slideshow this time. Okay. So it's visible, right? Okay. So let me give you an example first of all. See, imagine you run a chain of supermarkets. Okay. You already use SAP for finance, inventory, HR, and your other departments. Okay. So now your CEO is saying, see, I want a mobile application. So this mobile application should suggest, especially for the shop floor workers and my delivery boys. Okay, this mobile application should suggest which product will go out of stock in the next month. Okay. And also I should be, I should have this application to be communicating with Amazon and Flipkart. Okay. So that, in the Amazon portal, this will be updated real time. What is the inventory or stock available? Okay. So previously, if this is a requirement like this. Okay. So earlier, you would hire a separate team to build a mobile app. Okay. Another for analytics, another for integration. So each using different tools, different servers. It was messy, expensive, and slow because it requires multiple teams to be involved. So this is the problem mainly SAP BTP solves. So as a simple definition, you can see my screen. I can tell you that it's a platform engineered to integrate, automate, extend, and build AI-powered business application and processes across the enterprise. So in a simple terms, you can think you can build apps, okay, you can build integrations between other applications because see, let me just okay. See, you are an organization. uh, Okay, so you run your ERP. This is your ERP. Okay. ERP is the solution where you run your inventory, your manufacturing, your finance, everything. This is a core finance system, right? So, what if you run your payroll in a different system? Okay, your payroll, your salary of your employees, you're providing through a different system, and you have a different system for customer relationship manager management, okay, CRM. You have a separate system, okay. And similarly, you have another system for managing your HR operations, okay, your employee onboarding. So, how do this if these systems are not communicating to each other? How do you ensure that your data is consistent across your landscape? You cannot say that your enterprise is a smart enterprise until these solutions are not communicating with each other, right? So there is SAP BTP comes into play. One of the pillars of BTP, that is integration, that allows you to integrate your existing applications, okay, between each other, so that they will there's a data consistency across your landscape. Okay. So this takes me to the four pillars of BTP. One is application development and automation. You see, if you want to, the first use case I told you was there is a requirement in your business where you want to build a mobile application for your business use case, right? So there, without hiring multiple team members, you can go ahead and build an application using BTP's services. Okay. And if you want to automate a process, there's a process that is requiring manual intervention, a lot of manual intervention. For example, you are comparing the invoices. Your vendors are submitting your invoices through email. Okay, you're manually verifying the invoice with the document, with the purchase order. Okay, and the and the what is the GR or the ACS entry? Okay, based on service and goods, you're comparing that manually, and then you are releasing the payment, for example. Okay. And if in a very, very a company where there is no strict process, okay, there is just email received and without an approval, it is going, the amount is getting paid. You are a very small company. Okay. The gap is that, there is a manual intervention. Okay. There is no proper approvals in place. So there comes build process automation. You can have approval workflows built using build process automation. Also, this manual entry, you can deploy bots, robotic process automation bots, okay, to take this PDF from the email and compare that with what is being entered in the ERP. And then if this matches, you can release the payment. Okay, these flows can be built using automation flows. Okay, this automation is a service. Build process automation is a service that is running on BTP. And also integration. As I told you, explained to you just before, you want to integrate your SAP and non-SAP system. See, these systems, your payroll might be running in a different system, different payroll system. Could be SAP or non-SAP. Okay. Your HR solution, you might be using success factors for your HR suite, or you might be using Workday or some other HR solutions. Okay. So still, you want your ERP system to communicate with this HR solution. right? Only then your ERP systems or your landscape can be sustainable. Okay. So that is where, as I told you, the integration comes into play. The integration suite comes into play, which is having a lot of services as a package. There is BAB scenarios, there is API management, which I'll come to later. So there are multiple capabilities into one solution, which is a BTP service. Okay. So if you want to know the third pillar, if you want to understand what is happening in your business, see, you made everything. You have an ERP, you have services running, okay, you have database. So still you want a visibility, okay, in what what is happening in your business, right? You want to build reports, you want to build, you want to slice and dice data to predict what is happening next. Okay, that is where the data and analytics section, the pillar of BTP comes into play. Okay. So you have data services in that segment as well. Okay. And the latest pillar that is been recently added, that is artificial intelligence. So you have a lot of services that is coming under AI because SAP is pushing. SAP is slowly becoming an AI company. SAP is pushing a lot of AI services into their products. Okay. And also you can build custom AI solutions using various services available on BTP. Okay, so imagine, if some of the tech folks here, so you might be knowing AWS very well, AWS, GCP, Azure very well, right? So think of AWS as a playing ground, okay? So where you will go and build everything from scratch, okay? But BTP, think of it as a business hub. You have everything, the building is there, you have everything ready. You just need to you bring your idea and arrange the build, arrange the space accordingly to your needs. Okay, and that too that is deeply integrated with SAP. Okay, so let me hope this is clear for you. The four pillar. Let me show you some the discovery center directly. Before that, I hope this is clear for you and there are no confusion here. Okay, so let me take you to the discovery center directly. Okay. So the same topic that we discussed, okay? See, Discovery Center, this is the place where you can just search Google. This is the place where you will see you can see my screen, right? Can someone please confirm you can see the Google screen? I mean the web browser screen which I'm sharing now. Okay. So if you go inside the Discovery Center, you see, this is the one stop for all your BTP services. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So if you see here, you have the missions where there is a step-by-step guidance for you to configure various BTP services. Okay. And our main topic would be here. This I'll come to you later. BTP services. Okay. So the service catalog. This service catalog lists me what are the available services in BTP as of today. So you can see 82 services are available totally. Okay. So these 82 services, each of them is having their own purpose. Okay. So this is the pillars which I was discussing with you. Forget about this. Application development automation, integration, AI and data analytics. Okay. If they're just grouping them for specific service base. Okay. So you can see process automation. This is where you automate your processes. You build your workflows. Okay, build workzone. Of course, another service that requires that helps your enterprise. Gives within a central entry point. Okay, you don't need to go into multiple applications. If your build workzone is enabled, you can just log into one launchpad, and from there you can navigate to other applications. Be it any application in your landscape, SAP or non-SAP. Okay, and task center, which is unified task centric portal. Okay, so similarly lot of services are there, and you can go inside one and you can see what is the features, what is this service about. Okay, if you're really interested, you can just go and say this discovery center, choose one service, and you can go over the service. What is this? What is the service about? What is the pricing? How it is built? Okay, what are the missions? That is, the mission is nothing but how to configure this service or how to build solutions with this service. Okay, so it is available here. You can just go and you can check out that. Okay. And what is the related AI offering for that particular service? As I told you, SAP is building a lot of AI capabilities within their solutions. Okay. BTP is also their flagship product. So of course, SAP is deeply integrating AI into the services, as well as there are separate AI offerings as well. Okay. And the roadmap of this application, everything you can see. So with this, what I was showing you is that currently, as of now, there are 82 services. These 82 services can be used to extend your business capabilities. Okay, let me go back to the PowerPoint again. Okay, so as I was telling you, this is a platform, okay, where you will build business use cases, right? You can build apps, everything I showed you. See, think of it like, you have your ERP here, okay? Any new requirement that is coming to extend your SAP S/4HANA. Okay. Previously, what SAP is pushing to, there's something called clean core strategy. Okay, let me write that down. The clean core strategy is something that you need to really understand. Okay, that is where BTP strategy. Okay. This is SAP's clean core strategy. What is that? Because SAP doesn't want the customers to enhance their build customization on top of their existing ERP. Too much customization will lead to more technical debt. This will stop the customers from an easy migration. See, for example, your technology landscape is evolving very constantly, right? So previously, when there is a new requirement comes, for example, there is a new workflow to be added. You know what is a workflow, right? See, when there is a task, is someone is doing a task, and that task need to be reviewed or approved by another person. Okay. And for example, you're creating a sales order, and that sales order should be approved by your manager. Only then that is, the flow is completed. So, for example, there is a vendor onboarding. You know, to create a new vendor to your business. Okay, you're a manufacturing company. A new vendor is coming to supply your raw material. So you cannot simply onboard a vendor because see, you are a buyer. You can onboard any vendor who is of your personal interest, right? So for that reason, in SAP, there is no standard workflow for business partner onboarding. In process automation, through process automation, you can build a workflow for BP onboarding. So whenever a new vendor is created, this will go for approval of manager, and the manager approves, only then it will be created. Okay. So previously, you used to customize your SAP system and you used to build these workflows. Okay. If you want to build analytics, you used to build reports using, within your S/4HANA system. So all the customizations, whatever you built, was sitting inside this system. Okay, whatever you built, everything was sitting inside the system. So this makes the system more complex because SAP doesn't know what are the custom codes sitting in your S/4HANA or in your ECC environment, be it ECC or S/4HANA. I hope if you're watching Aslam's videos, you will be very well aware of what S/4HANA is and what ECP is, ECC is. Okay, so everyone was building on top of S/4HANA previously. Okay, this was making the upgrades, the technology, if you want to migrate the solution to the next level or upgrade to the next version, it was becoming very tedious for the consultants to do that. Even for SAP to suggest, especially coming to the AI technologies, we don't know what is in their system. If there is no visibility, it will be very difficult for a technology perspective. It will be difficult for managing the enterprise or the solution. Okay, so that is where you build what SAP is proposing. You connect your BTP, okay, with your ERP system. Okay, whatever custom codes you have, You build it on top of BTP. I showed you a discovery center. You have n number of services, almost 82 services are there, which is many more services are getting added every day. Okay, so excuse me. So what SAP is suggesting, you take this customizations, or when you're moving to migration, or when you're implementing a new solution, you have a requirement of enhancing the solution. See, always remember, think that SAP cannot deliver a solution that is fit for each business needs. There are industry specific solutions for one industry. For example, oil and gas, IS oil and gas solutions are there. IS retail is there. Okay. But each business will be having its own specific requirements. So SAP cannot build, as a software company, cannot build a solution that is fitting each organization's requirement. Org specific requirements is not possible. That's a place where consultant steps in. Okay, so the BTP team, the we can analyze these customizations and we can build them through the platform. We can use the services available in the platform, and we can build them. For example, initially there's an app development requirement. We can build that. So there is there's a custom interface to be developed. We can build that. Okay, a workflow, custom workflow to be developed. There's a requirement. Okay, I want a new workflow to be have in the system. I can build it to BTP. So previously, whatever you have done in S/4HANA, that app developers has done in S/4HANA, or that customizations, that developments, or that enhancements can be taken through a platform now. So all your customization will sit in this platform. Your S/4HANA will be clean. Clean means without any enhancements or customization, no custom codes. Everything will sit on this platform. Okay, it's a plug and play. You can just plug this platform to this your ERP system, and you can use that. And you pay for what you use. Okay, and there are different commercial models. I'm not jumping into that in this session, but keep in mind that you pay. It's just for your understanding. You pay for what you use. Okay, so think of BTP. One more analogy I can say. Think of BTP as a kitchen. Okay, where you have all your appliances. A kitchen with everything you need. Whatever you want to cook, you can go and do that. Okay, just think of it like that. See, one day you're thinking, okay, I want to cook breakfast, and I'm so lazy. Okay, I want to make a bread toast or something. You have a toaster ready, and you're a fitness freak. Okay, I'm going for a very protein rich smoothie. Your blender's plugged in. And if you want to cook something else, everything what you need, a cake or something, your oven is ready. Everything you need will be there. You just need to pay for what you're using. Okay, and on a consumption basis. And also, think of it like the digital kitchen of your company. Okay, whenever company wants a new enhancement, a new functionality to be added, go to BTP and build what you want, connect to the ERP and use it. That's it, and pay for what you use. So this is the basics of BTP, and the high level, on a high level, what BTP is. Okay. So do you have any clarifications on this point? If you have any questions, please. Screen not visible. It's not? Aslam, can you confirm?
Screen is visible for me. Anyone else having this problem? Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, Murshid, can you please either rejoin or okay. So if it's fine, then let me just introduce you to a couple more sections. Okay, these are a bit technical, but I don't want to go in depth here. Okay, on a high level, I'll just explain to you the cloud service models. The tech folks here will definitely knowing what are these cloud service models. Okay, and I'm just showing this because I just wanted to tell you guys where does BTP sits here. Okay, so the cloud service models is a concept where you pay for what you use. Previously, you had to bring your own servers. Okay, your own servers, your own team maintenance, lot of hassle were there when it comes to IT deployments. Okay, so that's where the cloud solutions like AWS, Azure, GCP came. So they said we'll manage the server. Okay, you don't worry about that. We just build what you want. Okay, so you have the servers ready. You build on top of that. You build your runtime. Okay, you build your OS. You build your runtime. You manage your applications. Do everything. You don't have to manage this server data center. That's a very big, expensive thing. You don't have to do that. Okay, we will give you that. That was IaaS. Think of it like a plot of land. Okay, and you have everything to build. Okay, you just pay for what you use to build that. It's just a plot of land. You're building everything on top of that. Okay, the infrastructure service, just take it like that. Okay, so platform as service is nothing but you have a building ready. Okay, you have the security is there, the building is there, but the space is not set up for you. Okay, that is where you need to use these services. Okay, runtime is built on top of the runtime. You know, deploy services and build the space for you. Okay, that is where BTP comes. As I told you, it's like a business park. You have everything ready. Okay. You just need to build what you want based on the business requirement. Okay. So SaaS is something like, the S/4HANA Cloud Success Factors. These are SaaS solutions. Your Gmail, your Instagram, your Gmail, all are like, you're just using that. Everything is ready. Your space is all set up. You just need to go in and, log in and do what you want. That's it. Okay. So PaaS is the place where BTP comes into play. Okay. BTP is the PaaS solution, platform as a service solution of SAP. So I just wanted to, highlight to you that. And the another major, these two pillars, I'm just going into a bit deep because this is where even I'm more interested in. Okay, integration and APIs and AI and automation. Okay, so integration is one of the key uh, pillar of SAP BTP. Okay, without integration, your landscape cannot survive. You have an ERP system, as I told you before, multiple applications. They should interact with each other, right? And APIs, you just think of it like a waiter in a restaurant. Okay, you as one party. Okay, you are giving an order to the waiter. The waiter is going to the kitchen. Okay, that is another server, getting what you ordered and coming back and giving to you. Think of it like this is what API does. You want to communicate between different applications, so API is the modern way of doing that. Okay, so SAP is pushing API-based, event-based architectures. That something is happening in the system. Okay, previously the story was if something you want to send data out of the system, you want to write a program for that. Okay, for example, this is a Suhana system. Okay, you want to send a data whenever there is a purchase order is created. Okay, you want to send data to an external application. So previously the case was you will build there are IDOC based configurations are there. You will either you will build a wrapper program to send the data, a program that runs only to send this data. You set up a background job. There are a lot many ways. Okay, the modern way, what SAP is suggesting is an event based architecture. Okay, there is something called event mesh in SAP. This is part of integration suite. Okay, integration suite. Okay. So when something is happening in your S/4HANA system, an event is occurring, a purchase order is created, an order is deleted. Okay. The moment this activity or this action is done, event mesh will trigger. There will be, there are webhooks and there are consumers there. So this will trigger an event to the external system, and external systems can consume that. Okay. Previously, you used to customize this through S/4HANA. Okay. And this is a simple explanation of event mesh. Whenever something is happening, this data is sent outside of SAP. So this is also a BTP service. So previously you used to do this via your existing system. Okay, and automation, the major part. As I told you, you want to have, for example, there is one. I'll give you to one real use case. Okay, in the plant maintenance module, you know that there are many. For example, coming to oil and gas industry, there are big machineries running. Okay, this machinery, if it is very beneficial if you're aware that when these machineries will fail. Okay, so you can build. You're familiar with IoT. You know the students and the professionals here will be very familiar with IoT. Okay, Internet of Things. This is like we can the hardware and software communication we can enable using that. So through BTP, companies can build solutions that can predict, or even we can have AI models to predict when this particular machine will fail. It's like you are knowing when your brake parts will fail. Okay, so you are running a car. Okay, there is two ways you can have. Okay, you can find the hard way. You just your brake part is failed, right? You're on the go, and it is failed, and you realize that in the hard way. What if the car can give you a notification 2 days before that, after 2 days your brake is gonna fail, right? This is it's a very simple use case, but for the bigger companies, the plants will be running 24/7. A 24/7 plant where the manager, the plant maintenance manager, or the manager of turnaround, okay, head of turnaround, he's getting or someone else is getting this notification or information that your plant is gonna have a failure, okay, within next 2 days. He can take action. Okay, he can initiate for a shutdown, or he can plan the shutdown earlier, and he can maintain that, or he can initiate a maintenance order only for that particular equipment. So this can be done if there is a prediction is there. So this can be done using the AI models hosted on BTP. Okay. So this is these four pillars together. You cannot always learn all the four pillars, but of course the journey would be to learn all of them and become a solution architect. But it's on an initial phase, it's not easier for you to learn everything all together. But you can choose either of these four pillars, and you can build your career on top of that. See, if you're someone who is very interested in coding, okay, you can go for application development. There is full stack application development now feasible in BTP. Okay, and it's up to you to choose which is interesting, which is making you more interested, and based on that, you should choose and proceed further. So, any questions you have on this, um, you can ask me. I hope I tried my best to simplify the concept, but again, it's you guys to tell me. Uh,
Hi Arun, Jatin here.
uh, hello, Chetan. It's Arjun
Yeah, I
actually, not
have.
Arun. Yeah.
Sorry, Arjun.
No problem. No problem.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm working as a CAPM developer. So, will
Mhm.
it be good before learning UI to add this API thing or integration suite in my career path?
See, actually, CAPM is already you're already in a good, pathway. See, if you want to
Okay.
learn integration, you
Mhm.
can think of becoming a solution architect, of course, okay. CAPM is a very good, a future. Now you're saying, currently the demand is for RAP, but CAPM will be having very good demand moving forward, okay.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
you can slowly learn integration concepts and slowly learn AI concepts. Okay, since
Okay.
you're in CAPM, it's easier for you to move into AI. Okay, you can learn how the ML pipelines works. And I
Okay.
can tell you, Jatin, AI and automation will be the one of the highly paid jobs
Okay.
moving forward. Moving forward.
Okay.
Currently, if you see the openings are very less. Okay, being
Mhm.
very
Yes.
honest
Sir.
with you, only very
Mhm.
few companies, okay, are,
Mhm.
are hiring for AI automation engineers. BTP comes as
Oh.
AI. I think IBM is hiring. There is an active job is there,
Mhm.
but very less companies otherwise. But moving forward, after 5 years or within a frame of 5 years, AI and
Mhm.
automation will be one of the biggest paid. So I would say that you are on a good path. Keep in
Mhm.
Capem. Along with
Okay.
that, learn some ML and AI things as well, and some
Okay.
automation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Sure.
yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so Workies application means RAP. No. RAP is, I can say it's ABAP on cloud. It's RESTful ABAP programming. Application development means you can bring, one of the Jitin was telling, right, Kappa. You can build your UIs using Kappa. And also now SAP is, bringing other open source Python, Node.js, JavaScript as well. Okay. I'll come to that a bit. Okay. So, everything. So that is what, you can build a full stack application with that. Okay. So, BTP and license part. Okay. See, licensing, there are mainly three commercial models are there. Okay. One is, of course, the pay as you go. Okay. Consumption based. Okay. Secondly, BTP and CPI, take two of them as one package. Okay. I'll not say three here, just two. BTP and CPA. BTP is business technology platform enterprise agreement. Okay. So you're already, you know that this is what I'm going to consume for the next 6 months or next 1 year. Okay. I have an integration requirement. I have an automation requirement. I have some application development requirements. Okay. So last SAP, these are the requirements I have. What are the services or credits I should consume? Okay. So the solution advisor will say, okay, so this much requirement you can have based on your business complexity. You might be requiring 1 or 2 tenants of integration suite. Okay. If you're a small company, one is enough. If you have 2 or 3 bigger enterprise, then you can have for 2 or more based on your requirement. And automation tenant, how much you want. Okay. And if you want, how's the application development? Okay. So based on the frequency, how many users are developing? Okay. So we'll make a list of that. Based on that, see, best thing is that service estimator. So since he asked this thing, let me share my screen to the service estimator. Okay. So that, you'll also understand the thing. So based on that, as I told you here, okay, there's a service estimator here. You can see my screen, right? Someone please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can able to see your screen.
Okay. See, there is something called service estimator. Okay. See, this is the commercial model which I was telling you. Here, pay as you go is there. CPA, BTP. There's the three things I was saying. But keep this, both of them, they're similar. They're of similar nature. Okay. CPA is not provided to the customers now. BTPA is SAP that is, for the new customers. SAP is providing this one. Okay. CPA is for the old customers where you have some BTP services. Along with that, you have some cloud subscriptions as well. Okay, it's kind of a package. You get some cloud applications as well, along with BTP services. BTP is specifically for BTP. This one will have only the BTP services. Okay, I'll come to that. For example, see, there is a requirement. The company is saying, I have an integration requirement. Okay, fine. I can add integration. The solution advisor will do the same thing like this. Okay. They will see. They'll ask the business or based on the complexity, it's small business or you're not at 2 tenants, you're non-production production environment. I would say, okay, I have a big requirement. I need to have 2 tenants. Okay. This will be added here. And also, she'll ask how frequently, what are the other services you are looking for or what are the other business requirements you'll be having. And I'll say, okay, I will develop some custom workflows and some automations. Okay, fine. Let's build process automation. Okay. Then I'll ask the customer, okay, see, how many process participants do you wish to have in this, in your workflow? Say I have 100 users, for example. Okay. And also, if you see here, there are different, all of them explaining is very time-taking thing, but just understand that there are different service plans for each, each service. Here, standard user, advanced user is there. Standard is just the business participant. If I, for example, a workflow I'm building, okay, a workflow, as I told you, take the example of a business partner creation approval workflow. Okay, that is a vendor. You are onboarding a new vendor, a new supplier to your company. Okay. So there is someone who is requesting, okay, and someone who is approving that, okay. These are all, I'm telling them as standard users, okay. There are, for example, 100 process participants are there. There's a different thing. And apart from workflow, I need to develop the workflow, right? Okay, so I will add again process automation. Okay, and yeah, and again I chose advanced user if there is how many based on how many developers are there. For example, process developers. I'm saying 2 developers will be working on that. Again, if they want to have any automation in their landscape, that is again I'm adding process automation. Okay, I'll choose the service plan. You can see there is unattended, attended. Here I'll ask the customer again. See, do you need an automation where there is no user intervention? That means the bot will do everything on its own. No one no one should interfere in that. That means you're sending a PDF file on email. The bot will automatically take that, do the necessary work. If you're saying, okay, see, I want the bot to assist me, it is just, I am giving inputs and bot will do the work. That is called attended. You got me? Unattended means there is no user intervention, completely the bot will do. Attended means I will have my inputs, board will work based on that. Okay. So I'll ask the customer what kind of automation you need. Okay. So he's saying, I want a complete automation unattended. So I'll add like this. See, this is the way, the costing will be here. See, this is one of 15,000 USD per month. Okay. This is for the commercial model like this, pay as you go. But what if I change this to BTP? BTP is something like, I know these services I'll use for the next 6 months. Integration, suite, process automation, and thing. I will buy a fixed credit of them. Okay. I don't want to go pay as you go. I'll buy a fixed credit of them. I'll pay that. And I can use that. And anything extra will be okay, anything extra will be charged on consumption basis. Okay, that's how we determine the cost estimate and the licensing models for the BTP. Okay, so
Arjun,
next
we have few
question. Yeah,
questions. Do you want me to read it out?
yeah, please.
Okay, we have, can you give an overview on the roadmap to BTP for an ABAP developer?
Okay, see, ABAP developer, you are currently you're well versed in ABAP, right? So first thing I'd say you learn RAP. Okay, RESTful app programming, and to be honest, guys, this is where even we are building a BTP team internally, okay, within our company. This is where even I face a lot of issues, even when I was working as a project manager as well. One of our big customer, which is based in Qatar, okay, so they were asking us. There's a requirement to send some of the maintenance order. Okay, so whenever there's a maintenance order created, they should send data outside. Okay, so we are building an MVP for a bigger project. So the IT manager was asking me, there is a small enhancement required which is to be done in SAP ERP. So he is a very, very knowledgeable person. He's well versed with the new technologies. He is asking me, Arjun, I don't want to customize or enhance my ERP system. Why can't you build this on a BAP on cloud? Okay, so you can use RAP and you build this on a BAP on cloud and extend this. And it was very difficult for me to find a resource for that. And we didn't do that. Actually, we still had to convince the customer to build that on, the existing ERP. Okay, so we had to submit a lot of reports for that. That is to ensure that this is not impacting their existing system. Okay, so I would say that you are BTP, you're a web developer, first learn RAP and slowly move to learn CAPM as well. Okay, so that's the entry point for you now. You already know development, you already know how it is working. So learn RAP and slowly learn CAPM as well and go to full-fledged BTP developer. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. That's what.
Okay, our next question is from Verghese.
Mhm.
I created a RAP application and added in Launchpad as using tiles. Is it useful for
Mhm.
users?
It depends on what kind of application you build, right? See, I'm not. Can you explain to me a little about the application you build? See, any application you can build tiles, Fiori tiles, and add to your Launchpad. Okay, that how it is useful for users depends on the application. What application you build? How you built an enhancement to the existing Fiori application, or what kind of application you built? I need more info, Aslam. Only then I can answer that.
Verghese, can you please give more information about that?
Well, work is answer that. Meanwhile, we can move on to other questions.
Okay. So next question is for whom data analytics path would be suitable?
That depends. See, data analytics path. See, you can learn SEC. Okay. To whom it depends on who are interested. I would say like that. Okay. See, I know people who has completely switched from technical to functional modules and functional to technical modules. Okay, and so it depends on your interest. Okay, SAC, I believe this can be learned for freshers as well. There are new joinees. I mean, in our company as well, who are learning SAC and they are doing well. So it's again depends on your interest. So I always say that you refer to the there are a lot of community blogs available on that particular topic. Okay, before you decide, have a go and read that blogs. Okay, and see if and understand what this particular service or solution is doing. And if you feel that okay, this is something that resonating with my interest, then of course you can go for that.
Okay. Our next question is,
Yeah.
asked by most commonly it is asked, can a fresher learn SAP BTP?
Yeah, of course, of course. Why can't, see, first thing is that there should be learning mentality from anything in SAP. I would say that you need to put some effort at least for 2 to 3 years initially. Okay. So for a fresher, I would say you need to identify what is the interest area. Okay, what is your interest area? I shown you 4 pillars mainly, right? So go to the go in depth on these 4 pillars. Okay, there are many areas. There are security areas as well in BTP. There are platform engineering, admin, and security. Lot of options are there. Developers is there, integration is there, automation is there. Okay, so just just go in depth of these pillars, okay, and see what is making you interest more, and based on that you can learn. And always keep in mind that your goal is to become a solution architect. Whenever, even if you are learning one pillar, I always suggest that you master one pillar and slowly you learn the other pillars as well. The concepts, you should understand those concepts as well. Okay, so the demand is always for a person who can design the solution, give the solution, and complete that, right? So that would be my suggestion. In short, freshers can learn, but again, you should choose what is your preferred area.
Okay. Next question is from Sharif. Which
Mhm.
area having instant career opportunities in Middle East, specifically Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's an interesting question. Okay, see, Middle East, I would say frankly, the conventional modules are still on the higher side. Okay, and they are still paying hefty packages for the functional and technical folks, the old conventional bases, ABAP, SD, EWM, all these guys. Okay, so BTP adoption is integration suite is there, of course, because SAP is moving pushing customers from PAPO to integration suite, and even Neo customers who deliver there we are going for a migration to Cloud Foundry. So I would say that BTP in Dubai, UAE, I believe there are opportunities. In Saudi Arabia, it's growing. It's not complete. In next 5 years, you can expect many opportunities. But at this point, I would say it is mostly for the conventional modules. Okay, but in United States, Europe, in that region, BTP is having very good demand. But in Saudi Arabia, next 5 years we can expect, because already SAP is investing a lot. There are many team members which I am already in touch with. They are pushing many solutions to Saudi Arabian companies. Okay, and AI technologies as well. Okay, we were part of the one discussion for Neom project. Okay, even we were doing some. We were discussing with SAP for that. Even Neom, they were requesting for some AI solutions to build for their ongoing project. So there are opportunities, but it is not as common as the conventional modules. It is still developing in the radius, in those regions.
Okay. So next question is from Anjana. Is it worth moving from an SAP consultant to SAP BTP? And what are the preparations we need to do?
Okay. Okay. See, Anjana, I would say that since you're already okay, I really like a lot. Okay. So you learn automation, okay, process automation and workflow management. Okay. See, even what I am doing now, I'm learning supply chain management. Okay. And what, see, business knowledge is something that is very valued in the SAP world. You should know business very well. Okay. If you want to suggest some solution to one customer, you should know what is their pain point, right? Since you're already in you know how the procure to pay process, or the complete business you will be understanding, right? So build your foundation on top of that, and you learn build process automation. Okay, and try. It's all drag and drop. It's trust me, it's very simple if you can go and learn process automation, because it's drag and drop things. Okay, even the automation, the cloud studio, what you're building is again like simple logics. Only some scripts you need to write. That is only when required. But I would strongly recommend that you go and learn build process automation, and in that you have one advantage is that your business knowledge. You know what is the problem. So when the customer is saying I need to automate this process in okay, you will know, okay, this is what the customer is asking for. Okay, I can improve this using this process automation, right? So I would say you focus on process automation and learn that, and build on top of your foundation and learn automation as well. This will be very good for you.
Okay, the next question is roadmap in BTP for a basis consultant.
Basis consultant. See, BTP basis guys, you understand the connectivity very well, right? I am myself was a basis consultant, so we understand the connectivity and the infrastructure better than anyone in the city, right? So you start as a basis a BTP admin. Learn IAS and IPS, very mandatory. Okay, there are security roles. There are very good. Even recently as well, I've seen many openings for security roles. Okay, so IAS, IPS you learn. Okay, and the platform concepts you learn. Okay, and architecting you learn. Okay, and you can learn integration suite as well. Okay, so it's like platform concepts, become an admin, BTP admin, and along with that you learn automation and integration. This will be good for you.
Okay, the next question is from Ajay. Can you suggest a plan to move to BTP
Give me a minute. I have a question
sorry,
based
yeah,
on that.
go ahead.
So you told about integration and automation, right? What are the tools like basic people use for this?
What are the tools used for integration automation?
Yeah, from the BTP side.
BTP integration suite is there. Okay, automation, build process automation. I showed you, when I was sharing, right? Integration suite is you can specifically say cloud integration, CPI. Okay, this is an iPaaS from SAP. You can see various iPaaSs outside. Zapier is there, Workata is there. This one is from SAP proprietary solution, CPI, Cloud Platform Integration, which is currently called Cloud Integration, which is part of Integration Suite. Automation, previously you had IRPA Studio, now we have, build process automation. This build process automation is combining both this one, workflow management and IRPA. So these are the two tools you use for automation and integration.
Okay, thanks for that. And I have one more question. So most of the clients are moving to SAP Rise as of now. So basis consultant are rarely been using the BTP side. They are just supporting, acting as a support consultant
Basis
rather than
consultancy.
basis consultant is acting as just a support consultant if the clients are moving to SAP Rise.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what are our roles, further roles, like we can enhance our skills in SAP BTP?
You are from basis background now.
Yes, correct.
Okay. See, what is the name? I can see only Shami. What is the name again?
My name is Shani.
Shani, okay. Shani, I really understand your concern, okay. See, moving to RISE, it is true that basis consultant has very less roles. But now there is something called basis cloud, okay. It has evolved to basis cloud. You should understand the cloud concepts, the BTP architecting, okay, integration concepts. Okay, I don't know if you have worked with S1 public cloud. Okay, there are many concepts that you need to understand as a basis consultant in public cloud. Okay, so RISE as well. See, previously the hectic task, the upgrade, migration, this is SAP is taking care. But still, there are platform specific activities basis can do. Okay. And coming to BTP administration is one of the things. And also you can learn integration suite and automation as well. Automation is something, you can easily learn. You can try, since you understand connectivity, as I told you, you understand connectivity very well, right? How cloud connector is working, how the connectivities are configured, what is principal propagation, how you can configure that. Okay. These are skills that is required anyway. Without basis, nobody can configure principal propagation in system. If that is not configured, your BTP cannot communicate back to your SAP system, right? So you need to evolve instead of staying in only basis. I would say you learn BTP. Along with that, you understand the IAS, IPS concepts. Okay, and you learn integration concepts. Okay, CPA would be very good for you, and automation concepts as well. And you can stick on to one thing. You can if you see CPA is interesting, you can stick on to that. And if you feel automation is more interesting for you, you can stick on to that. But in automation, you need some business knowledge. That's the thing. CPA, you can still you need some understanding, but you can still rely on your basic skill set.
Okay. Thanks for that, Arjun. Thanks a lot.
Okay, no problem.
Right, so we'll move to the next question. It's from Ajay. Can you suggest a plan to move to BTP from BODS?
Okay, see, from BODS, I would say that, I don't know if you heard about Signavio process intelligence. Uh, Ajay, BODS, it's again an ETL, right? So similarly, there is something called process intelligence. Okay. So if you want to move to BTP, I would say there is something called, see, since you're already in ETL, I'm saying, you can consider Signavio process intelligence as well. That is another ETL solution from SAP. Okay. You can consider that. And if you still feel that, okay, BTP, how you can start? Since you understand this thing, you can think of HANA Cloud, okay, and database management and development. So this could be another good pillar for you. But always prefer you just check Signavio process intelligence, and if that is interesting for you, please go with that. That's very good, moving forward.
Okay, the next question is from Roshan. I think the question is already answered because he is a basis consultant and he want to move to BTP. So he want to know the roadmap. I think that's already been answered. Roshan, do you need something extra from that?
I think it's covered.
All right. So next question is from Durga. SAP RISE, is it related to BTP?
See, SAP RISE is actually the term itself is gone now, I would say, because RISE SAP is again rebranded to SAP Private Cloud. Okay, RISE was a package previously. Okay, there is having a private edition and other solutions. Okay, now they have changed again, but still people are referring to that. See, RISE is a package of solutions with S/4HANA public cloud, a private edition being the core product. Along with that, some services. Okay, so BTP is a platform. It's a platform as a service. Okay, you need to extend your S/4HANA. You can use your BTP, and you can run those extensions on BTP. That's how it is. That's the way it is related. Okay, and as per RISE, there are some BTP services also included in a package. Okay, that's how I can say it is related, but it is not directly part of something. Does that answer your question, Durga? Okay.
Yes. All right. Any more questions?
I would recommend Sharif. I seen Sharif's question as well. In BTP trial, can we create application and testing integration? Yeah, you can. you can create small applications, small demos. I would always recommend guys, you guys should do that. Okay, if you're into BTP or if you plan to move to BTP, create your trial accounts free of cost. Okay, I shown you the Discovery Center, right? You can understand about the services from that Discovery Center, and you can create your trial account and you can explore how are this. It will be very good for you.
Okay, on continuation on the Roshan's question, can a basis consultant be, what is the roadmap for a basis consultant? He has added something. Just to add to this, like where we can practice and the roadmap, I mean, like where I can learn properly. It's confusing question,
Okay.
but yeah, I just want to know. Yeah.
I think where you can learn and the roadmap. I think the best person is here. Aslam is here. Okay, Aslam, can you arrange your team to reach Roshan so that they can give him some guidance?
Yeah, sure, Roshan, I can get in touch with you. Yeah. Any other questions?
Um, Arjun, one question from me, Jatin here.
No. Yeah,
So,
Arvind.
as I am CAPM developer, I am working as a backend developer, creating OData
Mhm.
services, custom
Okay.
actions, and all those things. So now I want to learn UIFI or these Fiori elements, but
Mhm.
2 3 times I tried to learn it. But different projects are asking. Some are asking for Fiori elements, some are asking for UIFI. So
Mhm.
which should I go first, UIFI or Fiori elements?
See, first of all, I'm not a developer, but I would feel that there is a huge demand for UFA developers. Okay,
Oh,
because
okay,
this is I'm saying based on our requirements in our organization. Okay, so
okay.
and when I talk to my other colleagues, they also say
Mhm.
UFA is something that that is very demand for this in this time. So I would say that you learn UFA as well and do some parallel projects. You're currently working only in your company's projects, right? Go
Yes.
into a full stack development, take a
Mhm.
project and do a full stack development. This will be very
Okay,
good for you because
okay.
see, when you go for an interview,
Mhm.
you are saying, okay, I built a full stack application. I built a
Okay,
complete application that can run on BTP. That is
okay.
definitely gonna make you stand out, right?
Okay.
So that's something that's very rarely found. So just go into a full stack and try to build a standalone application on yourself. That'll be good for you.
Okay. So will there be any references for learning these things? Because many videos are there, but
Mhm.
those are halfway around, so we're not able to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got your concern. The learning path again, Aslam is the right person. He can
Oh,
arrange to be in touch with you
Yeah,
so
Jadin,
that
I'll
you
oh,
get
can
in
know.
touch with you.
sure. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I don't see any other questions. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for joining today's webinar. And for those who missed it, I will share the recording in the group. Also, our next webinar will be on how to prepare for SAP jobs. And we will update the timings in the group, which you already are part of. And thanks again. And thanks, Arjun, for joining us on the weekend. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Aslam. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a nice
Thank
weekend. Bye.
you. Thank you. It was wonderful. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Thank you, Jadin. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you very much.